Veterans Day. So my husband is in the army and he is over in Germany, and since it's almost Thanksgiving, I decided I was going to go to Target and look for some things to send him a Thanksgiving box that he could have just a little bit of the holidays there, since he can't be with me or with his family. Or so we're gonna go see what we can find and celebrate Veterans Day. Now that I'm done shopping for his Thanksgiving box, I'm going to go ahead and start putting it together, show you some of the things that I got, and how I decorate the box. So the first thing is that I usually send between 3 different boxes. The largest I send is 12 by 12 by 8, and it costs about $16 for me to send it to Germany. The smallest one is about the size of a VHS tape, and that's $7 or $8 to send it. I found the easiest way to do it is through USPS, because you can get the flat rate boxes and it takes 10 days to get to him, and I've had absolutely no problem with it whatsoever. So I'm sending him a medium-sized box, and I used to decorate them a lot more, but after like the third box, he just throws them away anyway because he doesn't have a lot of space. So I do a little bit less decorating, because the decorations are kind of for me too, because it's just fun, but less decorations and it's more about what I put in it. So I've already put some paper on my box. All I've done is I've put it on the flaps and at the bottom. So I have this nice kind of Thanksgiving color themed paper that I have just to give it some flair. And then I found this, it's supposed to be like a placemat, but I figured I could cut it and put it at the bottom and it'd just be a cute little accent thing. And it's got some leaves on it. It's very Thanksgiving holiday themed. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut that up and put it in the bottom, and we'll see how it looks. So I went ahead and cut the placemat and I placed it just at the bottom, and just kind of gives it this cute little themed look to it. I'm not even gonna like glue it down or anything, because I'm just gonna be putting stuff on top of it anyway, and it's kind of thick, so I'm not really worried about it getting folded like the paper would. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start showing you what I got to put inside of it. So one of the first things I got was these McCormick brown gravy mixes. They were less than $1 each, and that way he can just kind of make some gravy to go along with everything else. Second thing I got is a stovetop stuffing mix for turkey, so that if they're having some turkey, he can make some stuffing to go along with it. So I also got him some Chex Mix Muddy Buddies. Thought it might be a nice little treat. It is kind of a big bag, so I might end up not putting it in there. I might end up just putting some in a smaller bag and sending that, but we'll see what happens. So I also got some Betty Crocker potatoes that you basically just add hot water and you've got some potatoes. I got creamy butter and roasted garlic, so this way he can make some mashed potatoes to go along with the rest of his Thanksgiving dinner. So I wanted to find some cranberries or craisins or something to put in there, and what I ended up finding was these fruit clusters with granola. So it's from Craisins, got some cranberries going on, so it's still very Thanksgiving, and hopefully it can be a little snack he can bring to work. So I couldn't find any like turkey dinners, but I did end up finding this microwavable. It's chicken breast and gravy with mashed potatoes, so it's super close. It just doesn't have any turkey. So I don't know about you guys, but I love mac and cheese, and I consider it kind of like a side dish of Thanksgiving. I don't always have it at my family dinners, but it always sounds good to me. So I got these Velveeta microwavable mac and cheese. I'm going to go ahead, I'll probably just put in like 1 or 2 of these to go along with the rest of his box. So I did get a couple other little knickknacks, thinking about Christmas, because that's going to be one of the next boxes that I send him. And so I found this little ornament that's Batman, and he is obsessed with Batman. It was only like $6 or $7. And, we have a small collection of Christmas ornaments from gifts that we've been giving. One is ice cream cones. I think one is from The Lion King. We've got one that's ketchup. It's kind of an inside joke. And so, yeah, we have a little ornament from Batman to go along with our first Christmas. I got another ornament as well. This one is Coca-Cola. His mom collects Coca-Cola items, like different boxes and the bottles and posters and things like that. And so I thought it might be a cute little addition to their Christmas tree as well. Now again, I did say that my husband is obsessed with Batman. He watched Bat Dad a while back and just from then on, for some reason, had this weird obsession with Batman. And I think it just amplified what was already there. So I think he was really into Batman and then saw Bat Dad and just blew up. I don't know. So I got him a little stocking that has a little Batman symbol on it. And I didn't realize this when I tossed it in the cart, but it has a cape too, which I just think is like the best thing ever. And so when it comes time for his Christmas box, I'm going to go ahead and send him his stocking. Every time I go to Target, I always stop in the little deals section. It used to be a dollar section, but now it ranges from like 1 to 5 or whatever. There's always cute little things in there, and so I got this little pom-pom fringe thing so that I can decorate his Christmas box when it comes around. Just something to kind of put around the edges or something to make it a little more festive. Now I have everything in the box, and the only thing that's left is I usually try to write a couple letters. Sometimes they're open when, and it ranges from, when you had a really good day and you want to celebrate to, you didn't have such a great day or you need a laugh. And, just words of encouragement so that every once in a while, if, I'm not available to talk or he's busy, he can open a letter and just have a little bit of, just a basic conversation, kind of, and just kind of know what I would say and that I would want to be there to support him, good or bad. So every time I send him a box, I have to send it with a customs form because obviously I'm trying to send it from the US to Germany. I have to get kind of creative with customs forms because the second page I have to write what's in the box. You have to write a couple of things that are in there, how much they are, and then you have to check that it's a gift. But it's like a sticker and they just put it on the box. And so then when he gets it, he can see what's in it. So I have to be super creative where I'm not lying about what's in the box, but it's not super obvious. So instead of writing Oreos, I would write cookies. Or instead of writing mac and cheese, I'll write noodles or stuffing because it's just kind of a weird thing to have on there anyway. So now that my box is all full, I've got some letters for him to read. I've got everything stuffed in there nice and tight. I've put some extra just crumpled up paper, make sure it doesn't move around too much. My customs form is all filled out, and I've taped my box. And I get a little bit paranoid about the edges and stuff, so I just go ahead and tape across there as well, especially on the bottom, to make sure that when it gets tossed around, that the edges don't get, the corners don't get pushed in, the edges don't get ripped up a little bit. I try to make sure they get to him as safely as possible. Now with the medium-sized boxes, you have to write on the box as well where it's going to and from. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then it should be all ready to go. So now I've shown you how I put together my boxes to send to my husband in Germany, and I hope that you guys are having a wonderful Veterans Day, and just a big, huge thank you to everybody who's in any branch of the military. You don't get paid nearly enough. You don't get the time off you deserve. And for some of you, it is a big trip home. And I really hope that you're all safe and that you get to go home soon and, kiss your family and hug your dogs and just have some good time at home. Happy Veterans Day.